Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Danganronpa 2 Part 30. In the previous video, we revealed Mikan as the murderess that she is, and oh boy, I'm jazzed about it. Now, if there actually is a pivot and they're like, JK, Mikan's not the killer, it's someone else, I'm going to be crushed. Which only occurred to me as a possibility after I ended the video and think, oh god, I'm gonna look like an idiot if I'm like this excited and I'm wrong. Hopefully that's not the case.
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
Incorrect.
A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
It's a classic anime trope, actually. She acts nice and sweet, but is truly a vile lady.
She's right!
She's been trying to misdirect us for the entire game with her horniness. And I will not see through it with my all-seeing eye gifted to me by the legendary Gundam Tanaka.
A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
I saw your face back in that photograph in the first chapter. I saw it when you let your guard down. You thought no one was looking. You let that evil scowl come out, but I was looking. I saw it.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
Well, actually, when I said that, I meant to imply that she doesn't have an alibi, but yeah, that's what we were going for.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
Yes. Yes.
Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without your sleep, right? And it doesn't make sense for her to, like, if she was actually going to sleep, like, if you're that tired, you're fucking dead to the world. You don't wake up after, like, a couple minutes and then be like, oh, let's go check on Ibuki. I don't buy it. If you insist, I'll use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better for you if you relax. Oh, she even tells us to go to the lobby, too. I didn't pick up on that.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown.
And you took off all your clothes.
Put the bag on your head and began filming.
Man, bald man, he's got a nicely sculpted ass.
By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me.
Is she gonna do the thing?
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby.
She gonna snap?
If someone wants to go,
I mean, this really is just a repeat of Chapter 3 from the last game. You know, Mikan's kind of a close Celeste analog. The whole, like, I mean, Celeste was, she was less on the nose with it in terms of, like, acting, like, sweet and everything. Like, she kind of did it, but she also was, like, very, like, she didn't reveal the true extent of her personality, but you saw it shine through more often. Whereas Mikan's done a very good job of upholding the facade.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
Probably.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer?
I'm a little... now we're entering into the doubt phase.
That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Please don't actually have a defense. Don't blow up my spot, Mikan. I need this.
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
Don't say woman like that, Gundam. It sounds weird.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that.
Thanks, I hate it.
How many
I mean, I don't buy it, but...
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
I mean, yeah.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Well, I mean, yes and no. We're accusing you of being the killer because we think you did it. The fact that we just happen to hate you is, secondary.
Hey, Hajime!
I mean, her plan is kind of working. Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Well, I mean, you can see she's obviously manipulating everyone, and the whole idea is that she manipulated Ibuki into killing herself. Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No. It is the children who are wrong. Oh, in fact, it'd be much easier if I was wrong. I have this much data about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Oh no. Oh no, he's got the crazy eyes.
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
Oh no. What's his screwdriver he's gonna throw in?
What are you saying?
What's wrench? That's really the, you know, he's gonna throw a tool in the works and mess things up. You know the reference. Maybe I got the tool wrong. Maybe they didn't offer wood shop when I was a kid, okay? Don't judge me.
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
True. That was the trap I fell into in the first case.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What? Are you serious?
He knows Mikan's true personality, maybe, because he was sick that whole time. And he was pretending to be out of it. Please back me up. Don't accuse someone else. I need this, Nagito.
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it.
You better not accuse Hajime again.
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game!
Yeah, okay, we get it.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Yeah, does Hangman really qualify as being a game?
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
Is it?
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from.
Oh yeah, there was a rope.
This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
I guess.
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new.
Well, first things first, does the clue say anything about the rope having anything wrong with it? No, it doesn't mention anything, so there's no way we could have known this.
Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Okay.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
Who has been using rope?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this.
Yes, autoerotic asphyxiation.
The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength,
okay.
and strangled her.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing I forgot to mention, is that since, Ibuki, like, the fallacy I was talking about in the previous video about assuming that Ibuki was killed in the same way depicted in the video, I went through the purpose of saying all that, and then never even thought to realize that Ibuki could have been strangled some other way.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Okay, but this still doesn't necessarily point to anyone.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
He did say something about, yeah, the rope won't be much of a clue. I do remember that. Yeah, well, I didn't remember that, but I do now. And I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Huh?
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Huh?
Oh, we have to figure it out for ourselves?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
I didn't pick up on it. Nagito's words contain a decisive clue. Let's go back and look. Okay, the killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. I mean, they could have done it while she was, like, sleeping, maybe? I don't know. That doesn't necessarily point to Mikan or anyone else, I don't think. Is that really true? Okay, rope used for hanging, surveillance camera, AC temperature. You know, we still haven't gotten to why the AC temperature was used, really. I assumed it had something to do with the glue, but they never really said that. Extremely hot because of inside the music venue because of that. What all is here? Rope used for hanging, scrap of thick paper, surveillance camera used. Strangled to death.
That's basically the same.
Okay. Crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Granted, I don't even know if that's an actual clue.
Though hanging
It's
and
not.
strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Yeah. Rope used for hanging. According to Mikan, there's no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. So if what Nagito's saying is true, then that means Mikan lied about this. It would look different. Maybe look different?
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Because Mikan
Did
told
we
us.
fall for someone's lie?
Fall for someone's lie!
That must be it!
Okay, so we're still on the Mikan is evil train. Good.
So that's what happened.
No
You've been
pivots,
falling
please.
for the killer's lie this whole time.
You know, remember back in the first trial when I said, hey, maybe we shouldn't let Ibuki do the not Ibuki, Mikan do the autopsies? Because she's evil. I can call it. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
Yes.
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking.
Unless the AC temperature is important. Oh, I didn't realize you could do that. Unless the AC temperature is important, like what? Because he did say that would have affected our autopsy. So, and we never used this, I don't think.
You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
It does feel like it's kind of late into the class trial though to do a pivot, but I think it is still. I'm confident, but I still hold the possibility of it being someone else. Same with like when we were cornering Pico in the last case, where I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Pico, but it is possible for a pivot.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the
Or the
medical
AC
knowledge
temperature
to identify injuries like that.
could just be like that's her excuse for being
That's
wrong.
why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I mean, maybe? I don't know enough about medical student knowledge to disprove that.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
But she's the ultimate nurse. You would think she would have great medical knowledge.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
No, you got better because Monokuma arbitrarily decided that you're better.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And now Nagito's pushing it so hard that now I'm starting to think maybe we're being misled.
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed
that's what I said, dude.
Because she was nursing her.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
Maybe. She could have just seen the opportunity and went for it, you know?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
Well, let's not get too mad at Nagito because there's someone else who kind of believes his theory. So let's not make fun of Nagito because you might inadvertently be making fun of someone else, Fuyuhiko.
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
Is this where Nagito pulls out his sword and chops her down?
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
It's too sloppy for Nagito.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
Haven't we, though? Can't we just vote?
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
Even if it ends up not being Mikon, I can still take solace in the fact that they wanted you to think it was Mikon, and we were supposed to pick her at that one point. I still think it's gotta be her.
Really not the killer.
Don't buy it. You're a liar.
There's no way.
Every time you say that, I suspect you more and more.
Someone.
Is that really true?
Yes, Hajime, let's go.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop.
I can't stop. I've got accuser syndrome.
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
She's not our friend, okay? Our only friends are like Chiake, Gundam, and Kazuchi. Granted, Kazuchi has also been ghosting us for like 10 weeks now. So, you know, maybe he's on a moratorium. Not, what's the word I'm looking for? Notice? You know, some fancy word that means he's on probation. That's
That's
it.
not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
They have to, you know, we're giving them a chance to prove themselves.
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict.
Yeah, you know, it's called you trust them, but you also want to verify stuff. And if they can't provide you with a verification, then you kick their ass to the curb.
'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
That's another big Clover energy line right there.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Yeah, tell him, Chiake. See, that's why you're the best character so far.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Oh, there we go. The shoe was finally dropped.
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
I mean, you know, kind of could have saw this coming a mile away, to be honest. The whole... I mean, anytime there's like a sweet character in something anime related, they're always going to end up evil.
Justify
Or at the very
your
least, their
actions with
personality's
fancy
not going to be the
words.
way it's completely depicted.
Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem.
No one likes self-pity, Mikan. It's not a good look.
I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair!
I have a feeling that it might not be fair.
Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away!
But I mean, when we do something wrong, it's like, oh, darn, probably shouldn't have said that mean thing. Not, darn, shouldn't have strangled that lady.
What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying.
It's a little annoying, I won't lie.
Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
Maybe she actually has snapped. Maybe she's being real and she's not the killer.
If we don't have any clues,
That would be a good twist.
why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Yeah. Chiake?
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me! Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait! Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
I mean, you're the only one who could have done it with the knowledge available.
Ah, that's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong!
What's a little strangulation between friends, am I right?
Why does everybody always hate me?
Probably because you talk in that voice.
Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer! That video... I never filmed that video! It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Oh, dude, Chiake, the big brain trap. Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
You'll have to battle her in a DDR-style showdown to make her
So,
reveal her
I'm
true
going to leave this to you once
intentions.
again.
It's the only way. Bust a move, Hajime. You're our only hope. She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do this. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Okay. No, we're not doing button mash time. Blood on the Souls. Motel, scrap of thick paper, Mikan's account, AC temperature. Okay. None of these step out immediately. What is Mikan's account? She apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. We're gonna sit on Mikan's account for now, but
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
I don't like being directed by Nagito.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Hemp bag?
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Hospital
Or
gown.
could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Slippers.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Do they?
Is that really your proof?
That's a thick
You could
paper.
tell her body type under...
Surveillance camera unit.
Just from that video?
Hmm.
Just from that camera angle?
camera angle.
Just from that dim candlelight?
Dim candlelight.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type.
I wonder, can we do it?
Please forgive me already!
Do we have to do the memorize stuff?
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
We still have a bunch of, like...
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Killer's mistake. Okay. That's... Oh, you have to copy it not with A, but with triangle, obviously.
I'm not the killer!
Blood on the soles.
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
Rope used for hanging.
Who could have filmed that?
Well, usually if they want you to copy, they give you less options, right? Like, they don't give you a full 7 options. That could be a fallacy, though. So, why would a Buki have blood on her feet? What? Because if she was like, because I'm trying to think. So, like, what's the timeline here? Ibuki's be like Hiyoko walks in while she's being strangled, I guess. But then she would be dead. Oh.
Huh? Do you have any proof?
Blood on the soles?
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Hemp bag?
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
I really have no
Or
clue.
could it be the hospital slippers she had?
No. Okay, the person was wearing hospital shoes. Okay, so we're looking for the contradiction between the video and what Ibuki had on. Okay.
I'm not the killer!
But the contradiction between the video that we were shown and what actually happened to Ibuki. Well, if we know that Ibuki was strangled and not hung, is that an option? The surveillance
can't think
camera
of
on
anybody
here?
else other than you.
Surveillance
filmed
camera
that video.
unit.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or
I feel like
could it
this should
the
be
hospital slippers she had
obvious.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
on? Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital
Body type
gown?
under the hospital gown.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Camera angle, maybe? Camera angle.
Just from that dim candlelight?
Some of these it has to be something to do with, like,
Be able to make out her body type.
information she wouldn't know.
So please,
Or that she would only know if she was the person who shot the video. So maybe something to do with the camera angle? Surveillance camera unit.
Hajime, pay close
Yeah.
attention and listen. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Unless they're supposed to copy that and then put that on the mistake, which is possible. But for now, I'm going to assume
We can't think of anybody else other than who could
it's
have
one of the
filmed that
options we
video.
have.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type
Oh,
under
God,
the
it's-
hospital gown?
Okay. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. I thought that was the camera angle. I forgot the body type was one.
We
Yeah,
can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh?
We still got 5 minutes. We're good.
Hospital gown she would, or
We
could it be
could
the
start
hospital slippers
blasting.
she had on?
Get a few extra seconds.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really? You could tell her body type
You
under
blasting?
the hospital gown? Just from that video?
Here we go.
Just from that camera angle?
Nope. Okay. You're making no sense.
Damn it!
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you. Who could have filmed that video?
Because she shouldn't know about the camera
Do
angle,
you
right?
have any proof? Is the hemp bag
Because
on her
she
head
hasn't seen the
hospital
video.
gown she was wearing, or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really your? You could tell her body type under just from that camera angle,
Camera angle.
just from that dim candlelight.
Dim candlelight. I'm gonna try and copy
There's no way you'd be able to
mistake.
make out her body type. So please forgive me already. Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Oh my god, dude. Our frickin' thing started missing.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Is the hemp bag on? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Aiming with a controller is not the easiest for me. Not super used to it.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay, so we got killer's mistake. Now, if we're wrong about this, we're gonna have to keep... I'm the only one who saw that video. Who's gonna do it if I don't? Now, it is...
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh?
No, let's make sure not to miss, because I'm so tired of seeing this already.
Could it be the hospital slip?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really?
I think it's camera
You could tell
angle.
her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Let's go.
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
I was a little... Because, usually they kind of give you a little
You've committed a major mistake.
bit of a hint on whether you're supposed to use the copy or not. But I guess the way the dialogue is done there, it does kind of lead you to believe with Chiake's last line.
Mistake?
I actually like that gambit a lot.
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, I said gambit. What are they called? What are the actual name of the Spitty Spin Fun Time?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Yeah.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
Murderous.
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Chiake said something about how you can't forgive killing, and boy, do I believe her.
Huh?
Agree with her.
Huh? I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible.
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when
Oh
she
no,
died?
is she gonna say the thing about there's only
Try
one?
remembering the tote bag instead.
We already know that there's two.
Ding!
We haven't
I
actually used that
totally
evidence yet,
remember
though.
now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
I know where they're going with
That
this.
tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
And did you know that if you buy one, you get another for free?
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
And who would have thought Mikan could actually get more annoying?
Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
Seems like kind of a flimsy final piece of evidence there. Because, I mean, it's like it's so obvious, right? Like, it's not like it's a... I mean, the game straight out tells you, hey, you get there's two. Like, there's not much of a...
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
There's not much thinking required here
That's why
to
that
find the
video
hole
isn't fabricated.
in her logic.
And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Okay, long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third Panic Talk Action, PTA. This is probably going to be my last job during the class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload... Oh, okay. I was wondering what happened to that. You will no longer be able to make do with just the B button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, a number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the B button, which is actually the A button. The game lies to you. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the X button to reload, which is... maybe that's true. I don't know. It's weird that they say B button here, because, like, the A button prompt is right on, like, advanced dialogue. I mean, granted, I'm using a PlayStation controller, so technically it's wrong, but I'm used to that. Just by locking on, press the X button in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the B button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the X button, will be refreshed, is based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get the timing wrong and you press the X button, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. Your difficulty level is set to gentle, you do not need to reload. I guess this is a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanation for the class trials. The rest is up for you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point, what you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that...
Okay, I'm tired of you. You will be sent to the Shadow Realm soon. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. I will defeat her in a DDR battle. I guess it's not really DDR, but you know, a rhythm game.
You still haven't forgiven me?
Okay. What are the controls? You reload. You actually do reload with X. Got it.
I'll do anything you want. Please draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please draw on me.
What are you saying? Please draw on me for?
Can you forgive me already?
That you're. What do you mean missing? I'm not missing.
Please draw on me.
It's like you have to hit it early, which is so.
Can you forgive me already?
But you don't hit it when it's actually
I'll do anything you
on.
want. Can you
Just
forgive
blast
me
her.
already?
Just blast her,
I'll
dude.
do anything you want. You're done for. Forgive me. Forgive me.
I don't know. The timing is just so weird with the UI. I feel like it was a lot.
Forgiven me. I'll do anything you
Dude, the
want.
fever time lasts forever.
Please draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? There's only one bag.
Bonus.
It's impossible to use
The
it
theater
twice
bonus
at the same
prize.
time.
Yeah, I hit the wrong one first.
Please draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please draw on me. Do you understand?
A
There's only
theater
one bag. It's impossible
bonus
to use it in
prize.
two places.
This is the end! Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one for free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
By God, I'm hard right now.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Well, I mean, if you just, like, act normal, that'd be a good first step.
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left.
Just give me a second to draw these pictures real quick, and we will have you dead to rights.
Please, just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Yeah, believe that you're a murderess. I don't know, the closing arguments, I do like them more in this game, but they're kind of like a little pointless. Okay, so, I mean, let's just go. So step ladders are different. What did the killer do after the broadcast? Breaking the drumstick in half? Let's see if we can find that over here. I mean, that's already been used. Here's the glue. Like, it's kind of like, you know, we already pretty much established everything that happens in the trial, so I don't really... I mean, really, the piecing it together is fine. It's really just when Hajime, like, goes over it step by step is kind of like, you know, not really needed. Baton lighting. Body was hidden before. The small clue. We're looking for what's left behind. No. Put it back to... Wait. Put it back to normal after destroying it? I mean, I see her smashing the camera. Let's try that. Okay, that's... Last stock. This is like a really short one, at least. What are we missing? Where the body was hidden before. You got this. And probably hint bag. Oh, wait. Do after the broadcast. They... Maybe? Yeah? Okay. And then first things first, what I saw on the monitor. Oh, no. You didn't see that on the monitor. You saw this.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Or at least that was short and sweet. It is kind of funny. I finally complain about the closing arguments, and then it's the least painful and least, like, long one. I was just complaining about them being overly long, and then they're like, hey, here's one that's actually really short and to the point.
That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikan this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time.
Well, it is good that we at least got one trial. We had a good performance on
the monitor,
from a deduction angle. Now I can coast through the rest of the trials and not care about if I find the killer or not.
A person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment.
But, I mean, honestly, if I just, like, spent it... I mean, because I did spend, like, extra time, like, thinking about it. Which I don't normally do for the trials. With the exception of, I think, like, the last trial in the first game... Like, the idea that Junko... That the body was Junko from the beginning of the game. I think I thought about that off-screen, I want to say. Like, when I was just thinking about the trial. Like, a lot of times, like, I take a shower after, like, long videos. And then I'll be, like, you know, when I'm recording this game. And then I'll think about, like, what just happened. And I'm like, oh, man, it came to me, dude.
That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place.
Yeah.
The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake.
Oh no!
I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys.
Now, I still don't get why why do her shoes have blood on them? Because at first I was thinking it was that, okay, Hiyoko walks in as they're about to do the thing. They kill Hiyoko. Ibuki's like so out of it, she doesn't even think about it, and then just like willingly walks up the step stool and kills herself and just walks through Hiyoko's blood. But if she was killed via strangulation and then placed into the hanging afterwards, she wouldn't have been able to like walk around and get blood on her feet.
But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick.
I'll make this dead girl
First,
reappear!
The killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hiyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room.
Yeah?
They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue.
The glue!
The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed
I mean, there's like not really much I can say
forced
during
open.
these sections. Just probably the reason why I dislike them.
With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene.
Just because
and
they're
met up
kind of
with
like, I
three
struggle to find commentary.
They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
Oh,
Isn't
dude.
that right, Mikon?
Hajime, he looks like he's about to like lay down a
wasn't
fat
it?
beat or something. Like he's about to perform a concert.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
I don't want to hear it. You're about to be convicted and you're laughing? You think this is funny?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Oh god, not this shtick again.
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Alright. Got an achievement. Augie. Dude, that's almost an... Oh, okay, we got a 60 and a 70 at the end. B! Come on, man. I feel like that... I mean, like, we mostly got, like, I mean, come on, 100, 100, 90, 100, 100. I feel like well, why do we only get a 60 here? Oh, yeah, that was the one where we messed up a few times on the figuring out stuff. And then, yeah, the PTA didn't necessarily... I mean, I thought we did... Oh, well, I don't know. The time, I just can't get the timing on the PTA thing. Like, it just doesn't match up in my mind. I think it's maybe, like, a UI issue. Like, it just doesn't... I don't know. Because, I mean, I'm bad at rhythm games, but I'm not that bad. Missteps. Minus 2,000.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened?
Let's go. Nekomaru? Why'd you all vote for Nekomaru? The class trial has been ended. All rise for the Honorable Judge Monokuma.
Well now.
Well, oh, it may be obvious at this point.
Correct.
You got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's a turkey, a hat trick, a humdinger. That's right, the true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Tsumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. You saying Mikon, the one who nurses back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? You planned to kill them from the start, but you were nursing them?
Hey!
Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Hiko. She's actually gone mental.
Well, that's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Tsumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikon too, you say? Wait, what?
I
know, because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. Despair so devoid of hope that not even one single fragment of it remained. Hold on, did you say that Mikon also had the despair disease? I think she was just evil, dude. Then that means she was...
What?
Hajime, has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. Not just that, it's heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right, Mikon felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been... See, I was thinking that it was, Hajime had the disease.
It cannot be.
That's because of the disease? Mikon was...
Perhaps...
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. I mean, I really don't like the idea that she only killed because she was given a bullshit mental disorder disease. Like, that just seems so unfair. Like, from a... Like, I feel like the idea is that, behind the game, is that the people are forced to kill due to the idea of them wanting to escape, not because their brains are messed with by an outside force that they can't control. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. Because, I mean, you kind of, like, miss the point of the whole thing, which is forcing normal people to kill each other to save themselves. If you're like, oh, well, we're just gonna, you know, mess with your brain chemistry to make you murder people.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's been infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Yeah, I mean, we've seen that before. Ultimate despair. That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope?
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Please just actually be evil. That would make way more sense. Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Huh?
Huh?
Same, Kazuchi.
Huh?
Who are you talking about? Only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know. She's the ultimate fangirl.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
What? I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? It's because you don't have anyone to love. Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. I've been blown up. I've been mentally devastated. Going to kill myself. BRB.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom when you can no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only one within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters.
amazing.
I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease, but because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. What a wonderful phrase. Which means you had the remembering disease?
But...
This means she remembered something. It ended up like this. So I guess she remembered something from some memory that was taken away from her.
Such such despair.
Now, I can kind of accept that. Being like, okay, like, it's just I don't like the idea of their brains being messed with and turning them into murderers. I feel like it should be something that's like an active choice they make. Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Shut up. Shut up. Don't talk to me anymore. Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence, and so was my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. This is the key difference between all of you and my beloved. Yeah, it's called a toxic relationship, lady. Look it up.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Coffee break? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Who knew she could get even more annoying? Already made that joke, but it still is valid. Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this all because you remembered... There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. You still doubt me? And to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you were all worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not know, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, how that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. The hotel is called Hotel Moray, which they said means future. Bet you didn't think I'd remember that. Future Foundation? Future? That's right, the symbol in the ancient ruins door. That's right, it was the Japanese word for future. Why do I know that?
Hey.
I mean, just see, it's kind of weird because like they've like clearly like they've kind of like westernized them in the localization, even though obviously they were originally supposed to be like Japanese school children, I guess. But he's like, oh, it's the Japanese word for. I just happen to know that because I'm totally not supposed to be Japanese. I'm a cool Westerner. Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, this organization is the World Ender. Future Foundation is trying to end our world. Put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know? Part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? I plead the fifth.
You.
I knew it. Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own. You're not, it's not a very good impression.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, and you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hidden among us? Of course I know that. Let's see, the Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is...
Oh?
Well, no one really cares about that, don't you think? Dude, it's Hajime. It's Hajime, he's evil, dude. But he's not evil anymore, obviously, but he was evil.
Of course not.
Oh, hell no. You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? Do you even know about that?
Oh?
I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart, I don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe that you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend.
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. So I guess she became crazy while she was at Hope's Peak. So I guess her losing the memories of Hope's Peak made her lose her craziness? That's kind of funny. That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's...
Well...
Well, that applies to you as well. Gosh, you're telling me everyone was my friend, but then I murder a few people, and now they're like, we don't want to be friends with you anymore? God, everyone's such a critic. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are.
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Yeah? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. Don't you think?
Hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey, hey!
So it was true all along. Our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Also, like the video, please. It's very sick. It needs to end.
Oh?
Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it. What? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is just too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
So it's over.
Now the question is, will she be sliced and diced like in the movie?
It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Uh-huh.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Now, I guess the question is, do you think the beloved is someone that we actually have, like, been introduced to, or is it some new character? Time for the punishment! Big syringe. Bye-bye ouchies. Oh, he's running. He's running. Okay, she is not being sliced and diced, it seems. What? Why is this so damn horny? They really had to get one last panty shot in, didn't they? I mean, she could have survived that. That doesn't necessarily mean she's dead. You know? It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki and Hyoko was Mikan Sumiki, and she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Is that her true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
Doesn't matter either way. She ended up like that just from remembering. And all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But...
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
Let's just move on. Come on, let's all take this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were her friends this whole time, but even so, I wasn't her friend. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice towards us. Now there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
Would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Wrong.
Too bad that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
Traitor's still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now. I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say you're different than Monami.
Phew.
I'm the crazy mascot who's just here to direct everything or something. I don't know. My existence is without the bounds of reality. More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean or right eye during the break. What?
Hey.
Your right eye is made out of black beans?
Hey.
Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
Isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? Robo Nekomaru, Robo Nekomaru, Robo Nekomaru. It's fun because downs come after ups, but if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. Special event. Head over to the First Islands Beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Robo Nekomaru. Old friend?
Huh?
Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey!
Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe all after all? Safe? How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Well, he's got a few new extra pieces. Gave him a Mega Buster for an arm. He's gonna go fight the robot masters now. Awesome, we're starting to see the light of hope. Light of hope? I'm happy Nekomaru's returned to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. She's got a point. Now, what do you mean 3? Only 2 people that are our friends have died. Once you murder someone, you're removed from the friends list, okay? If that's a hot take, so be it. Miss Sonia.
However...
Even so, I'm still happy if Nekomaru is safe. I'm truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those 2 who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Supreme Overlord of who gives a shit. That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
Silence, I shall crush you into dust! Buki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you're unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. He's like totally going to be like crucified or something when we get there. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Huh, eh?
All right.
Alrighty then, let's go. Yeah, you're right. Well, that's for the next video, because we're over an hour. Next time, we will see if Nekomaru is either A, alive and fine, B, alive and a robot, C, mega dead in the next time, and also wrap up the actual trial and everything. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.